JK, really?
As I float off in the space, seems all my worries and stress are gone without a trace. So I'ma ascend on the cloud, make a way through the darkness. I know that I am great. Through it all, I'll face. I know the light will guide my way. Blink of an eye, flash is gone. Ooh, look, guiding light the dark, divine off, sparking back to life. 528 heart has an eye. Made a song melody to carry me on. When I'm feeling weak, enemy stands out strong. So tell me what's wrong. Rise up, you all the living divine flesh, guided by the inner kingdom light codes. Key elevate, winning with drowning. 5 fears ascended, now I'm swimming. Help all those who blind alchemy cooking it up in the kitchen. Relies religions for the dead, the living conviction, faith, action, divine union, communication, inner relations. Learn the patient, that fears to the critics watching, hating, said I couldn't do it, so I did it. Now I'm moving cosmic as I float off in the space. Seems all my worries and stress are gone without a trace. So I'ma ascend on the cloud, make a way through the darkness. I know that I am great. Through it all, I'll face. I know the light will
I'm getting crazy downloads and like those listen. Knowing that the mind is dead, when you're reading the dead, when you're reading words, the only way to relate is to be in relation, and to be relation is to have a chemical ionizing process with the story. Other way of saying that is to be empathetic, to feel. So when you read words and you read characters, the best way to relate with these characters is to put yourself in their shoes. In other words, to relate is to be that character, at least in thought form. So when I say stories of Moses, when I say stories of Christ, the only way to really internalize and have a realization, heart situation, is to identify with it in the sense where you're ionizing with it. So when I say Moses, stop looking at it as it's a person. Look at it as a title of you, the living. And then you'll be able to see the energy in which it was moving in, instead of seeing what words, because we all know there's more going on beyond my words. We also know that people can say words and not be backed by life. And that's what I was referring to, life force. We are the life force, but to make a word life, we have to relate to it. We have to put ourselves in the shoes. Instead of looking external, say, if I was this person and I did this, what was the living? And the only way to do that is it's one of the most powerful things we can do, is bring things to life. You ever seen someone depressed and you come up and you relate with it and you give it energy? It happens regularly. Everything is chemistry. Everything is sacred. Everything is conscious. Everything is alive by you, light bringer, life giver. Are you giving life? Are you taking life? One eats itself and the other one builds itself. We're in a system that everything eats for light, coming out of that reptilian eating itself. Just like it's a circle, an infinity is another circle. We can get off that track, but then there's a crossroad between the nodes jump, where it's not a snake eating itself, but it's infinity. And you're not going in a circle. Stay aware, stay blessed as always. That was the channel message. Gang, gang. Listen up, many of us are familiar with the story of Moses, but let us personalize it and see how the persona fits in our own stories. You see, characters are just characters without a soul, so we have the power to bring them to life through our own experiences. In our own personal journey, we can relate Lower Egypt to the lower mind and Higher Egypt to the higher mind. Moses being born in Lower Egypt symbolizes his rebirth as he is sent up a stream on the Nile. His placement in the water by his mother represents his salvation and his arrival in the higher mind. In Higher Egypt, Moses lives a very privileged life, experiencing different cultures and experiencing different language. However, as he grows older, he becomes aware that his older brother holds the birthright and is the true ruler of Higher Egypt. But Moses is not truly cared for Egypt in the same way. He actually rejected his role as a slave master and faces consequences from the society he once belonged to. This realization led Moses on a very deep journey within himself, ultimately exiling himself to the barren desert. It is in the desolated lands he found God in a profound revelation when he returned to Egypt. He struggles to articulate his experiences in a realm that values only the appearance and the eloquence. The people in Higher Egypt, particularly the high priestess and Pharaoh, have hardened their hearts and became very deaf to Moses' words. But God said to Moses, God sees the heart of Moses and blesses him with the spirit of truth and love in his voice. Moses became a mediator between the higher mind and the reptilian mind, using his newfound union with himself to communicate. God assured him that he will take care of the rest. Moses delivers his message, which resonates with the collective consciousness of Egypt. As a result, plagues strike the land. The hearts of the people in Higher Egypt are hardened, similar to the pharaohs who hold titles and power to this day, but are still bound by Egypt. This division highlights the importance of unity in the cosmic connection that transcends earthly fragments. Because ultimately, we are all living with the Spirit of Christ alive within us, and we are not slaves to Egypt or confined to any system. Through our spirit, we have the power to create and bring life to any system. We exist in a celestial realm where we continue to live, we continue to grow, and continue to expand, and this is my truth. Let my people go. You may be pondering the purpose behind this video and why was it even created. I truly believe we are still in Egypt, and upon the reflections, I've come to recognize that the narrative extends beyond mere storytelling. It resonates with the collective journey many of us are undergoing during this time. It parallels the transition from a state akin to Tartarus, a realm of low consciousness and enslavement, to a lower mindset, to one of enlightenment, perhaps maybe even as an entrepreneur or more self-reliant individual, but still tethered to a system framework akin to being a pharaoh or dwelling in a grand house. I wish to emphasize that life encompasses more than just individual pursuits. It encompasses a way broader existence, one where everyone is interconnected. By relinquishing attachments to the trappings of conventional existence, reminisce of Egypt, one ascends to serve a higher purpose, transcending the statures of a pharaoh in Egypt. I notice, however, this transformation exacts a toll. The transition from a known to the unknown. This disclosure holds a very significance in today's era, where many perceive themselves as superior beings akin to pharaohs looking down upon others, oblivious to our shared humanity and entrapment within societal constructs akin to Egypt itself. I've also delved into the concept of the soul star chakra. Through my exploration, is primarily a significance. It symbolizes existence of the soul level, transcending the limitations of the human vessel, representing an elevated state of being. Literally why I do these videos. It brings a fulfillment that I can't get anywhere on this earthly realm other than to fulfill my soul blueprint, my soul star blueprint. And that's literally why I make these videos. As long as you remain ensnared by earthly desires, they are confined to the lower planes of existence. I firmly believe that the individuals like myself serve as pioneers, guiding others towards enlightenment. Through individually, we may appear insignificant, but collectively, we form an unformable force. Therefore, unity and interconnectedness aligned with the soul's aspirations are paramount in elevating one's essence to that of a shining star, akin to elevated states represented by the soul star chakra. Your soul leading what is, and not what is leading the soul. And that fulfillment you get when you are truly enveloped in your soul blueprint, your soul essence. Once you get a taste of what your soul feels like, tastes like, smells like, I almost want to say it's like crack. Nah, but it's literally addictive. It's a true fulfillment.
It's a fulfillment. It's a void that gets filled that I can't explain. And that's literally why I do these videos, because it brings fulfillment to my soul, regardless of those on the earth plane. Whether it be higher Egypt and the higher mind, they're so sophisticated up there, man. You can't tell them nothing. They royalty, they better than all of us. They got their own language, their own culture, they got their own being, everything. But regardless of either state, I don't do it for that. I do it because it brings my soul fulfillment. And because I want everybody to be fulfilled in the same way, I'm going to shine my star through my soul. My soul star chakra. Ashe, and I want all of us to do that. But to do that, we need to disattach from this earthly existence. Ashe, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, more to come. Ashe, leave in the comments if you have any ideas for new videos or insights. We in this together. You know, I was thinking, making these videos, this is only a transitional period. I'm not staying in a phone, I'm not staying on the screen, but this is just a transformative period. Because I do believe this next year we're going to be so overwhelmed with beautiful work. We're going to be so overwhelmed with the responsibilities that we created to this North Node jump in our higher selves. We're not going to have as much time isn't relative. Time is relative, so time is liquid. But what I say is you're not going to have enough time. You're not going to be sitting still as much. You're going to be creating. In the solar realm, we create. It's the land of the gods. It's the land of the will. That's where the creator beings are, and that's where we're going to be. We're going to be creating. So I know we're in the underworld, so hold that vision. Have faith. Believe. Have faith. Action. Believe. Be in vibration accordance. And watch your reality manifest. As always, stay blessed, family. We're taking off. Subscribe to my channel.